Hello guys, and welcome to another Lucifer Arise challenge. Big part of the community, Lucifer. He's been doing challenges actually for years. When I returned to 0 Hour, he was actually doing a lot of 1v1 challenges with super cool matchup and map formats, and today we are seeing a 2v2. It's going to be between TruCk and SteLLa and Killer and JaCoB, so let me get a poll up in the chat to see who you guys think is going to take it today. And yeah, I shouldn't even be here actually. Normally I'm working and very busy on a Sunday, but I've actually been pretty ill the past few days. I am feeling the best today, but I did actually cancel work just in case. But that means I can be a nerd at home. And therefore we have a stream from me today. I also might be in a bit of a Twilight Flame set later tonight, so yeah, probably the best place to be because it's absolutely scorching here. I don't know how you guys are feeling with the weather, but in the UK I think we're having the hottest day of the year, so it is mega warm. Right, the poll is now up, so see what you guys make of that. I have made a Radmin as well, and the players all seem to be here, so we might actually start early in a challenge, which is kind of unheard of. Normally someone doesn't have the maps or is late, forgot, caught in traffic, you name it. We normally get quite a few problemos, but this lot seem to be efficient, so good stuff, good stuff. Okay, let's keep on top of our screens. Boom, 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 boom. It is a best of 11 if I haven't said that already. And let's ask Killer if he knows who picks the first map. Dark Nine saying it's 32 degrees over here. Yeah, similar here. It's the UK, right? We're used to rain and clouds. You're welcome, Lucy. You are welcome. Persian, okay. Alright, which map? Killer, JaCoB. Hello, Res vs Blue. 30 something in Canada as well. Alright, so actually these teams communicate in English. I always find that interesting to know. when all of these players speak multiple languages, actually. Hello, Staney says Battle of the Laggers. Yeah, I do hope we don't have DCs, actually. Drowning Horses, we like that map. Okay, grab armies. And they all understand this. Yalla. Can't help but to bully lift truck. Okay, let's see what we got here. That is almost a perfect mirror, so a very interesting test to kick off this challenge. Yeah, very, very interesting. A USA and a GLA of sorts on each team will clarify specifically which type of USA and GLA, but yeah, very, very interesting this. And it'll be 37 degrees in Germany soon. Yikes. Hello, Tizzy. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it is scorching. It is a real heat wave right now. It is, it is. Yeah, Lift was be right back. That is true, but he is here. So interesting here. Killer, the more experienced and the higher ranked player on the NGE team, he has got the stealth, whereas the higher ranked player on the opposing team, TruCk, has the USA. And he will have the USA both ways. So what do you prefer? Do you prefer the Master, the Pro as such, to have the GLA in this combination, or to have the USA? We'll see if that's a factor in the outcome. The second major part will be the strategy. What do you aim to do here? Does the USA drop? Does he play standard? Do you try and double? Lots of different avenues you can go down with this one. Bit of pressure on SteLLa, I would say, but I do think GLA is probably SteLLa's best army. TruCk and SteLLa looking overwhelming favourites at the moment. That is probably the TruCk effect, right? Because on paper you've got a master player here. You've got Killer as a sort of mid-pro, I would say. And then JaCoB and SteLLa as two semis. I think I'm getting the categories right there. Oh, 40 to 50 in the United Arab Emirates. Hope you have air conditioning. Esther says, how are you feeling after the CXN yesterday? The CXN? You mean the AOD? Alright, in the top left we have in the pink, of course, SteLLa with the GLA Toxin. And her teammate to the right, it is TruCk with the blue Vanilla USA. Across from them in the green we have Killer with the GLA Stealth. And completing the lineup, it is JaCoB with the red USA laser. And I assume they will pretty much stick to these colours. Latency is probably the best that majority of this lineup have ever experienced, so I take full credit for that as the host. Oh, as we say that, there was a spike. Now, why is lift truck beaconed here? He's probably saying, run over the workers, send a tech. Interestingly, no terrorist from Killer. Normally you want to get a terrorist in position against dozer drop, but yeah, he's taken the risks, he's gone a bit greedy, and kind of worked out. Lift telling SteLLa about our workers as well. So Lift's looking at SteLLa's base more than his own right now. Strategy-wise, looks pretty identical. 2 supplies, 4 factory barracks from both USAs. Preferring Killer's tunnel on the left, but preferring SteLLa's in the mid. So it is a real mirror right now. SteLLa's tech seems exceptionally late, and she could have got punished by this here. But still going to get punished regardless. Bit of a interaction under the bridge. Can't really see it, but JaCoB's laser locked to V, and Kilo is getting a lot of damage done here. And this could be, oh, this could be messy. Oh my word. That's oh, it's disastrous. Killer is actually on fire right now. JaCoB has held whatever Lift tried to send down here, and this is just looking very, very good for the South team at the moment. Killer going up to a very quick palace, interestingly. Lift truck is having to send a lot of Vs to help, but whilst he's doing that, he seems to have lost a dozer there somehow. Welcome, Luci, to the channel membership. You do have access, if you want now, to like 100+ member videos, which might perk your interest. So JaCoB is moving out. I would like to see... Oh, that's why. I missed that. That's why there's a dozer there. Killer's actually on power. I mean, this is a fabulous start from the bottom team. It probably can't get much better than this. Decent micro from JaCoB. Lift now looking to do some major damage on JaCoB. SteLLa's TT also majorly failing. So if the bottom team hold this push, and JaCoB seems a little bit late on his strat center, I think this is basically a quick 1-0. Chinooks are being moved. That's actually a decent V from JaCoB there if he laser locks. I don't know why this army's AFK. Really don't know why that. It's like he forgot that he had an army there. Needs to unload all of this. He's not. And I'm also a bit confused why Killer is not offering a few techs to help here. He's got one buggy out. I mean, that has absolutely devastated JaCoB. And it was so unnecessary. Jam and Kel will very much help clean this up. Yeah. Unfortunately for JaCoB, he has got another supply and another dozer.
Search and destroy.
So S&T is now live. SteLLa does not even have a palace, so I still think Killer is going to carry this game. Does have a bus now. Some good in and out micro. Quad pop to clean up a few RPGs here. And Lift is trying to get his strat as well. Lift is DCing. Wow, Luci gifting memberships as well. Thank you very much. Cole saying that ORE stands for out of energy. You would be out of energy if you watch Lift Truck in 50k. That is true. Lift Truck now pushing down this right side. Hello, Memphis, I think that is. How come everybody's YouTube name has changed, by the way? Is that just me? Or is that a new thing going on at the moment? Good unload there from Lift. This bus micro's been good. He's been constantly going in and out here. Lift will now come and help that. Yeah, and I'm surprised that Killer hasn't got more map control with the start he had, to be honest. I think he should have had full control over this, this, and this, and somehow he hasn't managed to do that. Kobe's back up and running. And the SteLLa Palace has only just begun. No worker shoes for Killer either. It's as if Killer's been AFK for 2 minutes. I don't know what he's been doing other than this bus micro, really. He's starting to now put a bit of pressure on this left side. Yeah, and super hard when... Oh, that Jarman! It's getting very close to the tunnel. Oh no, what is JaCoB doing here? And this is what I mean about decisions. Like, you don't have to get fancy and do stuff like that. You just have to take the map. But I'm pleased that we're seeing more 2v2 challenges, because although I think the overall level in 1v1 is going up, from my own sort of feeling, I think the level in 2v2 is probably getting worse, actually. The recent 2v2 Elite tournament, I don't think the gameplay was very high level. And they're supposed to be the top 2v2 players. And I think it's purely because we don't have enough team events and challenges going on as we do in 1v1. Memphis saying YouTube changed something. Oh, I see. Very odd. Good job mine wasn't at bend over then, wasn't it? Right, we do have a little bit of pressure from Lift Truck here. Killer has now fully cleared that left side. His workers on this supply are doing a great pilgrimage here. Look at this. Look at this. Look. What is he doing? Have you ever seen anything? The only time I've seen anything like that is Fargo on Oil Rampage, where, to be fair, the pilgrimage was even longer than this. But that is the longest supply collection I've seen in 2v2, I think. Bus gets shut down on this right side. That is a formidable buggy blob now. A10 looks like it's going to be on the strap, but the CC may have protected it, but I think he's placed that in an angle where, yeah, he's just going to get that in. Nice clean up from Killer there. No cash bounty at the moment. Lifters managed to sneak the oils during all of this. But yeah, finally now Killer's doing a bit of a clean up, and that's quite a lot of ease from JaCoB. Will kill SteLLa supply and will kill an oil as well. So this is my comment before we got into the lobby. Do you prefer the Pro to be GLA or USA here? Because it seems to me that Killer had more impact on this game than Lift Truck from the GLA point of view. That early technical harass coming in clutch. And that is 1-0 to NGE. Be a good time to end the poll as well. Nice when you get a result that goes against what the poll and what the viewers think. We all like surprises. Let's end that right there. Dark9 saying wins the 4v4 set. Well, there's been a couple of complications with that 4v4 set. Sam's been away. Antipro, I think, is on a 0-hour holiday with like nickname Hummy, aka Baloney, people like that. Massacre was in the opposing team and needs to be replaced because he's now like serving a ban or whatever. So yeah, we are no further right now, but hoping we can look at dates pretty soon. All right, we have the reverse. Okay, we start with the player in pink once again. It is SteLLa, this time with the GLA Stealth. And her mate on the right side in the blue, it is Mr. TruCk with the USA Laser. Up in the north, we've got in red again, JaCoB, Vanilla USA. And completing the lineup, it is Killer now with the GLA Toxin. So we won't be able to hijack a dozer this time. Yeah, if your workers go up there and round and back, how many workers do you need for an efficient supply? Probably like 50. At the time you've built that many workers, it's almost like half of the supply crates itself. It's funny. Yeah, so Killer going greedy once again, it seems. And getting away with it. And this time, nope. SteLLa actually making the terrorists. But there is a mix-up from the top team, and it is an MD drop and a dozer from JaCoB. So that if he puts a bit of pressure on TruCk here, Killer will probably have free reign just to do what he did last game, which was to run over tons of workers. But we'll see how it works out. I don't know if Lift seems completely aware of this right now. Sent an early V out. And no tunnel in the middle from Killer. He's actually placed it here, which I'm not sure about really. And SteLLa's actually sent her first tech to kill those MDs, and that's been shut down dramatically, but... Oh! SteLLa's terrorist killed one of Lift's Vs, and this drop from JaCoB is very, very good indeed. TruCk is in danger of being hunted here. He's lost 2 Chinooks, so he's in a lot of trouble already. Bit of a fail on the laser lock there, and that is cleaned up. But major, major damage on TruCk at the start of this game, and another drop is on the way. JaCoB has royally messed his collection up here as well. So he's kind of on one supply the way he's done that. Let's see where that Chinook actually goes to, here or here. He might have just got it back. Yeah, he's got it back working now. Oh, that drop. Oh no. Well, that was a huge MD drop, and that was a massive failed drop, but Killer, whilst that was going on, did in fact get the hunt. And SteLLa not paying attention there either. The Lift is moving across the map. But yeah, I don't know why you drop so close to the Vs. Just go here again. You had major success dropping here. Hey, Blaster. And that failed drop might just cost them the game now. Because this combination here is looking very, very hard to stop. Yeah, I think they buggered it right up, the top team. They have buggered it right up. 3 Scorps are not going to deal with these Vs and quads. Well, I say that, and so far, Killer's done alright here. Crusader has been made from JaCoB. I think that's a decent choice. Hello, Spalding. That's triple on lift, yeah. Yeah, and a 1-1. So there you go. The same armies, pretty much mirrored, results in 2 quite different games. But I don't know why the top team changed what worked so well for them in the first game. Really, really odd choice. Really, really odd choice. Killer's going to try and get something done with power here, by the look of it. He's floating 9k. More Vs are streaming across the map. He's going to need to rebuild power. Oh, he's built it over here. He has got a super tech in the mix. Getting a lot of Vs here. Has SteLLa got a palace? She has. Has Killer got a palace? No, we're only just starting it. Yeah, Killer, GG's. Some Jahash plays there for the Arabic viewers who will appreciate that. But an interesting start to the set. Do I miss the Mastered Apprentice after seeing the terror on the V? I'm not going to be debated with that comment. Freezing burst. Okay. Like to see someone get Air Force here and mess up with it. Ah, no air. We do have quite an interesting one though. We have 2 GLAs against the Chinas, which can often result in a sort of attack versus defense, which is always very fun to watch. Okay, yeah, this is interesting. This is actually really interesting. Looking forward to see this. This is a good matchup. This is the type of matchup Luci would come up with, I feel. Hello from Iraq. Stu of Iraq. Stu sounds a very English name, actually. Stu is short for Stuart. Alright, down in the bottom left of Friesenberser, one of the newer maps, we have Lift and SteLLa, both with GLA Stealth. And right the way up in the top right, we have Killer with the China Nuke, and JaCoB with the China... I was going to say the China Stealth, the China Inf in the red. Yeah, so Battlemasters, Overlords, Inf Outposts, even Inflicts. It's not easy to deal with here. And it's a War Factory. So the 2 Stealth has dissuaded the right team to go for the actual licks. And Lift Truck wants SteLLa to get in that building. Yeah, that's something a fun bit about this pathway here. That you can send workers and units all the way through this path to your opponent's base. Luci on fire, gifting more memberships. And that is a cute little minigunner from JaCoB. He's going to deny that worker for now. Yeah, one cute thing is you can spam flamers actually as nuke or as inf because of the outpost detection. I would like them to combine here though. I think they've missed a major trick here not combining. I mean, if JaCoB gets that first tech, which it looks like he might. Nope, not quite. It's still been a good success, but that tunnel placement is not ideal, shall we say, because it is being burnt down and not damaging that flamer. But the techs are coming to save it, and the techs do save. Yeah, so this is what I mean. Like, they have currently played this like 2 1v1s, the Chinas. Whereby if you send an outpost and flamer down here, you probably clear that whole position. Bit of a fail with the TT there. Killer has in fact teched up though. And JaCoB has cleared that north side. But yeah, this is to me shows a real lack of teamwork. Why have you got a nuke making outposts when you've literally got an imp who's gone ground? You just say to your mate, send one outpost with my army, let's stick together, and off we go. With the one War Factory, he could be making Overlords, ECMs, and he's made an outpost. That, yeah, I really don't like that. Really, really don't like that. And SteLLa's actually got a sneaky tunnel up here. All you got to do though to deal with an RPG blob is exactly that, drive your Battlemaster at it. And meanwhile, that is a sneaky Battlemaster getting quite a few worker kills there. That is painful for the left team. And JaCoB is on the solo rampage right now. He's killed an oil, he's cleared the north side, and he's going to carry on pushing with those outposts. And Lift Truck's base is under a bit of threat here. If these are micro correctly, so if they're unloaded, he could do some critical damage on Lift Truck's base. And we're about to see our first mistake, no unload. And look at the amount of infantry in there. And our second mistake, no unload. Gonna flame him for that. Okay, but anyway, he has secured that side, and Killer is pushing. I like the choice to not be too consumed with that. I think an inf bunker there just counters any problems that could come from there. Hello, ExCaL. Did the right team realise they're on the same team? No subliminal messaging at this point, and that should not be allowed to happen. Going to be a close race now between the Lotus and this. Who's going to get it? Oh, the Rebel gets it. Oh my days. Oh my days. But this is what I mean by this being an interesting outpost. There you go with the hijackers. Should be totally negated by infantry outposts. And Lift's actually stealing another oil up there somehow. He's forgotten about that terrorist temporarily, and it kills the truck anyway. But the Chinas are going to have full mid-control here, and I don't think, especially with SteLLa, oh, she has got a palace. There's not really any markets here. I don't think you can out-camp the Chinas in this situation. Yeah, so that is 4 oils in the mid, and plus the left team have lost this one. Oh my word, that hijacker. That hijacker. I don't know why they're even worrying about that. Literally, you just lock it off with a bunker. A half full inf bunker there. What can they actually do? Yes, I did notice that the subliminal messaging was not purchased for a while, but I chose to ignore that. Truck being very cheeky here, look. He's managed to temporarily steal that oil again. Oh, a nice little snipe and bus flank there. But the JaCoB MiG has damaged that bus. One more will bunker it. And now that bus is bunkered, yeah. Ooh, ExCaL did indeed go down there. I mean, look at how worried they are about 2 tunnels. That is incredible. There is more army there from Killer than here. Lift truck opts for the buggy spam. Not sure how much I'm a fan of that, because the MiGs can literally just do that. And JaCoB's got himself level 3 now. So other than those 2 oils, there's not a lot going for the left side team, I have to say. Artillery deployed early, so that will warn the left team that a carpet's on the way as well. Normally you want to fire the carpet first, then do the arty. For this reason here. It may indeed get shot down, but actually there doesn't seem to be enough anti-air, does there? No, there doesn't. That carpet gets in, but only the refinery goes down. So right now, Killer needs to get himself level 3 as well if he can, because another arty there would do the job. Might even be worth flying the MiGs in to get that. Either way, I don't think it's going to matter. Hello, Daoud. Bus just about gets bunkered. And this is the thing, when you have inf nearby the overlords, you can snipe them, but the infantry can just take them. That is the thing. little bit of an overzealous Jarman there. And yeah, this is it. The right team are going to do it. Interesting though, right? That China's are looking this powerful here. You're just not stopping this. Look at it. And that is the arty from Killer now. Did we get a repair on these oils? We did not. Carpet as well. There's a little bit of a bus poke here. SteLLa did kill a supply, but it has been cleaned up. Wow. Okay, so they didn't finish the oils off. They went for the palace. Carpet gets a couple of buggies. Lift truck GG's. That looked fairly comfy for the right team, despite not really combining until later in the game. And it is now 2-1. I do think the GLAs can win here. So we'll see what they come up with in the reverse. Hello, Hank. I think getting a hunt from one of the Chinas in this matchup is really, really big. Roll says, why no nuke? Probably didn't need it in the end. They just really overwhelmed the middle of the map and then closed it out. Yeah. Hascan says, shouldn't they have picked Scud? Stealth is the one GLA that doesn't have Scud launchers, but you're absolutely right. Scud launchers would have been quite helpful there, indeed. Alrighty, team on the left who are in the lead is the red and green GLA Stealth of JaCoB and Killer. And up in the north we have the pink nuke of SteLLa and the blue imp of Lift Truck. And Lift has, both of them, okay, have sold their CC. Wonder if Lift will go for a Helix. I still think it's viable here, because it stops the GLAs making techs. Looks like it could be. There's a double barracks. Let's see. Maybe he doesn't have space to build it. Might not have space to build it. Okay, it's a war factory, fine. Yeah, so Lift is going to go for all the oils here. In these sort of challenges, like Lift as the leader or captain of the team, if you like, is taking responsibility and giving himself the eco. But I actually think on pure army, it's better the nuke takes the oil because you can get Red Guard out faster. And then with nuke, you've got a lot of options, haven't you? You've got Overlords, you've got nuke MiGs later down the line. Hello from Syria. Hello, hello. So yeah. And I think JaCoB should have gone for that dozer, but he might be just going for a bit of a oil deny here. That's cute. If Lift doesn't move his trucks. Could have got a control fire off there. Did get a dozer, and the other dozer is in the middle of nowhere. That would be disastrous for the top team. Something I like what JaCoB's done here is the double layering of tunnels, and he's held on to that position quite nicely. Bit of a fail with the Battlemaster here. Yeah, and not the best start for the right side team, it has to be said. Lift is adding another production facility. That is... Oh, is that the hunt? It could be the hunt. It could be the hunt. Oh, no. It's not the hunt. I was one click away from the hunt. Oh, my word. That would have been GG right there, I think. A Newcon no prop. Either way, I'm liking the fast palace from JaCoB, who is letting Killer take the oils, but he's actually done the best thing here that I've seen him do the entire set. Locking this off. Oh, that's some nice in and out from Killer there. Some really nice in and out. Doesn't micro those quads back though. And we are seeing Lift combine down in this bottom side. But the difference is the NGE team in the reverse had cleaned a lot of this map a lot earlier. And Killer's prop was much, much faster as well. We got two Chinas both on one dozer, so they are going to be extremely nervous moving their dozers out to expand here. Killer has this oil as well, can get those as well, and yeah, these palaces are getting up. So this is now the attack versus defense we like to see in this matchup. And Lift just got himself one oil there. And you can see how big the hump would be, right? Would have been so, so huge. Killer breaking a few more outposts. A Jarman Kel right now on the battlefield would be absolutely massive. Cleaning up these infantry. And there is the first Overlord on the map. Two hijackers there from Killer. As I say, shouldn't really be that effective, but he's actually going to put them in a tech. This is interesting. He's driving straight at an outpost in ECM. And that's the end of those. Yeah. SteLLa's got her CC up and Lift getting his as well. Nearly said hers too. Lift's getting her CC up. Jarman from JaCoB. And a nice ECM snipe as well. This is where I think you've got to snipe some of the infantry with the Jarman. He's not doing it at the moment. Nope. Jarman from... Oh, is he going to put it in the bus? Let me get the soundboard. Let me get the soundboard. Wait for it. We want to see a...
Jarman in a bus.
Yeah. That's what we want to see. A little bit of a counter quad poke from JaCoB there. Vet 3, one of those quads. Has Killer put that Jarman inside of the bus? I think he might have done. I think he might have done. I like this choice. When you've lost that position, get rid of them before it gets I think he might have, by the way, the... Where's my soundboard?
Jarmen in a bus.
Yeah. Jammen in the bus. We do love the Dutch pronunciation of that. Very nice mob from JaCoB here. Kills an outpost. Got his cash bounty as well. And that hijacker might even get an overlord. Let's see. Should get in. Not paying attention. Could have got in. Too late now. Or is it? Yeah. Lift truck floating 12k. And Killer's actually picked off another oil and the reinforcement pad here. So much better. The market spam is starting. Much better from the left side team. Nice carpets coming in. And SteLLa is small. Literally on one supply, SteLLa. So this is where you'd really like your nuke to be big. But Lift is trying to carry with the Inf. But Inf against mobs. Jarmen in a boost. And AP bullet quads does not usually fare too well. And that overlord is going to be yoinked. It is indeed. It is yoinked. Look at those two Jarmens. No AP bullets just yet. But the Jarmens now could just work away on this, could they? Oh, barely survives. Good snipe, good snipe. But I've been missing quite a counter here. I was too absorbed with the Jarmens. There's a 3-bus counter attack, which is actually devastating. It has pretty much taken SteLLa well out of this game. Whilst that's been going on, this army is slowly getting whittled down by the Jarmen snipes. And that's another Ovi that might get taken here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, disastrous. Disastrous. Yeah. The left side team are going to take the lead here. 3-1. AFK Jarmen. Oh, another Jarmen goes down. But yeah, I mean, this for me has been quite poor from Lift Truck. Like, he's taken all the cash and he's not spending it. So in a way, you'd have been better off giving SteLLa the oils. Because not having the oils has basically broke SteLLa here. There is still a prop up, so technically Lift could make nuke overlords. JaCoB with a little bit. Oh, JaCoB. You've got so much to learn, you really have. Lift is still trying, but against this sort of infrastructure of GLA late game, look at it. Look at that. I'm not even going to count the markets. Just look at them. Still got that oil in play. Still got those 2 oils in play. Blimey, for Killer. Yeah, this is over. Very, very over. I've seen those MiGs before. Wow. That Jarman is cooking. That Jarman is cooking. 3-1. Who saw that coming? Who saw that coming? What was the poll again? How many... Just have a look at that. How many of you thought... I think it was like 80%, wasn't it? 80% of you guys thought... Lift and SteLLa. We're going to take this away. Yeah, and look at that cash in the end. And that's what hurt. That's what hurt. Do, 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 do. So it is now the JaCoB killer map. Oh, I like this map. Good map. I like. Good map. Very good map. Really enjoying this map myself at the moment. 77 versus 22. Yeah, rounded up, not far off 80. Oh, we have an Air Force. We have an Air Force. Alert, alert, we have an Air Force.
You have been defeated.
Alrighty. One of the most satisfying things to watch is when Air Force fails. But it's also satisfying to watch Air Force play very good as well. And it is Lift Truck Airlines. And a China against, is that 2 GLAs? I think it was. So actually quite cool matchup as well, if that's the case. Boom. Well, one is a stealth. And the other is a GLA, okay. Hiller gets the air in the reverse. That is probably good. I think JaCoB Airlines are a little bit under development. So Habibi, speak in English, we want to see what you're saying. Know you like to crack a joke or a meme, so share it with us all. Alrighty, well, if it was me, I'd be feeding the Comanches here, majorly. But air with the China often requires a lot of teamwork, so we'll see what the left team can do here. And we do start with the Air Force itself. It is Lift Truck in the blue. We want to see the Comanches. And his teammate in the pink, it is SteLLa with the vanilla China. Just got to give GAT support as the China here. Take your supplies, maybe even chuck a GAT turret there. and rally tier mate whilst the Comanche's own. Across from the right, we have the red GLA Stealth for JaCoB. Probably MVP of the last game, I have to say. And up in the top right, in the green, it is Killer with the vanilla GLA. We have airfields. We have airfields. That placement looks a bit dodgy. Where's TruCk going to put his next airfield? Yeah, he's messed up there. Oh, that's a major mess up. Big delay. You could have just put it here and then put another one there. Yeah, his Sim City's been a little bit off there. SteLLa goes for the 2 supply opening. Probably safe. 2 supply, 2 war factory. Another way of doing it is 3 supply, 1 war factory, then add your second war factory, but I don't mind getting the units out first. That's a bit risky. Isn't she against stealth? That is a bit risky. There was a hijacker right now. That could be problematic. First tech of JaCoB is out. Again, it's delayed. I mean, techs should be in the opposition base around 1 minute 40. Oh. Okay, they were expecting a bit of an oil grab there. Nice first Raptor from Lift Truck. Literally shuts down both techs with 1 Raptor. SteLLa with a fast 3rd supply behind this as well. That flamer will go down. And ooh, that Comanche nearly went down. What is going on here? It's a miss micro. Nice fast second arms dealer from Killer, and good expansion here from JaCoB as well. Would like one of them on the oils. This is a good camp off, liking that. But now comes the push. Now unfortunately these gats have moved out of position a little bit. I think they should be positioned here. Lift Truck has probably said defend me, defend me. They are coming back, those gats. And this is where now Killer's got to be a little bit careful. Right, in come the Comanches, I think, but there is a lag spike. There is a lag spike. And it is Lift Truck. Oh, really? JaCoB saying we won. Oh dear. Nah, this is a re. For me, I think this is just going to get easily cleaned up. If anything, I think the advantage is slightly to the left team. Because normally you've got to do a little bit of damage as the 2 GLAs. But what I will say is the GLAs have good map control. They really do. And good eco. But yeah. Yeah, he's definitely gone. And I guess we just rehost and hope he comes back. Hopefully he comes back soon. Yeah, I don't think it's a debate that this is not a re. I'll just check the news. SteLLa's typing in the Discord group. Last time when his power went off, it took more than 1 hour. Wow. We're hoping Lift. We're hoping Lift. Oh, he says he's coming now. Okay, fine. It's not a power cut. Good, good, good. Yeah, I mean, not a lot seemed to happen really in that first game, so. So I think Lift is on his way back. Well, I think we've actually had, despite this being random reverse, pretty fun matchups. I think everyone's been winnable both ways, including this one we're about to see. First two games were close to being a mirror, actually. So there was that. Just ask if he's on the voice chat. Ba-ba-dum bum 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 bum. I'll ask in the Discord that question. I can see Lift is now loading up the game according to Discord. So he's getting there. Ah, here he is. Perfecto. Alright, let's get back in it. And we'll remind ourselves of the full army lowdown here. Start with the team in the lead. It is JaCoB with the GLA Stealth. And his mate Killer with the Vanilla GLA. He's in green. And then on this left side we've got SteLLa with the pink China Vanilla. A lot of beacons going on here. And Lift Truck with the blue Air Force, who is now mixing up the strategy actually. He's making a barracks this time. I think that can only be for an oil grab, surely. Not sure about that mix-up. Unless he's thinking of going Humvees this time around. Don't know. I mean, I think Comanches are fine here, so let's see what he's going to make with this. Slow, whatever he's making. Not making anything. Unless he is waiting for the War Factory. Wants to go V's this time. Yeah, total mix-up. Now he's asking SteLLa to truck rush. I think it is probably Humvees. Surprised about that. JaCoB is paying attention. It is Humvees, okay. Well, the last game, which Lift DC'd in, Killer sent a tech straight to those oils to potentially deny an oil grab. We'll see if he does the same again. First tech is on the way, because if they get denied, it's actually kind of an awful start for Lift. And they are heading... No, he's distracted by the truck. He might get away with that. He is going to get away with that. So actually it is now a good start. Yeah, 2 orders in play. Oh, he could click that. He could have clicked that. There is a slight delay. Maybe that was a factor. That is one dozer down. Other dozer is in danger. It's like Killer's going for it. Killer's got it. So SteLLa is hunted on the 2 supplies, 2 war factories. But the issue will be the Humvee blob. The lift truck is under a lot of pressure now, with SteLLa getting hunted. Lucy says the map looks cool. Yeah, Spider's Island is actually one of my favourite maps now. Games play out really nicely on this, in many different matchups. But I was about to say, with SteLLa being hunted, Lift can take that supply, and he has. So that is a 3 supply, 2 oiled Air Force on a refinery. That is going to be hard to stop. Neither player here, I think, has a palace. Yeah. The way JaCoB could swing this game is if he hijacked a dozer and started to make air raptors, then things could start to swing. But I think Killer here is about to struggle. He could have actually popped there. There was a slight opportunity when the Vs were spinning around. Looks like he's prepped a TT for those oils. I like that, if that's the case. Yep. And gets rid of both. That's nicely done. And this is the problem for Lift right now, because he is kind of having to micro in several locations. And that dozer is down. So 1 dozer remains. If Lift truck gets hunted here, he could start to panic. He loses 1V, and he's about to lose an ambulance as well. 2 techs in the middle of nowhere here. But looks like they're going to try and sandwich this army. They do. They target the mid-V. Second V goes down as well. JaCoB's killed the barracks, and a massive push from JaCoB. And a palace from JaCoB as well. Very nice here from JaCoB. SteLLa has literally just moved her entire army into the middle. So this timing of the quad push is massive. We've got 2 situations going on here in different bases. There's 1V there, which Killer's trying to hold. At the same time, SteLLa is in all sorts of trouble. Ambo is picked off, but that is a Vet 2V. His damage, his tech's coming in for a bit of a crush. Oh, Lift loses a ton of Vs, wasn't looking. He's trying to do too much in too many places. Lift truck, JaCoB's found the mines. But SteLLa, if she's not careful, is about to be kicked. That is her last production facility. JaCoB is now making buggies as well. And is getting oil. Needs to send a buggy or 2 to Killer. Oh, it's damaged. SteLLa has been defeated, so Lift's got a major 2v1 job right now. And Killer's finally cleaned that up. I think Lift's in a lot of trouble. He's just resorted to a Tovi spam. En masse for 4 war factories. Hasn't got his CC yet. And where is JaCoB's market? It's nice from JaCoB. Gonna finish off this base. Started the market now. Does he have the cash bounty? We're about to find out. He does not. Still does not. And yeah, this is going to be a difficult hold for Killer here. He's trying his best though with these tunnel stingers and RPGs. And JaCoB's picking off a few Vs with these buggies. The numbers are actually getting whittled down quite a bit. And it's difficult for Lift because he's getting counter pushed as well. I'd like to see Killer expanding this old base. Yeah, and those late markets from JaCoB, massive float and no cash bounty. JaCoB's late market and late CC scaffold might actually cost the right team the game here. But he's doing good with this quad poke. There are 2 Vet 3 quads here. Doesn't seem to have retaliation on. Spamming a load of markets now. Realised he was floating. Lack of CC though. Disappointing. And does Lift have his CC? He does. How Killer's managed to get another tunnel up there, I don't know. But the buggies can just slowly pick this off. That's exactly what's happening at the moment. Jarman as well there. Buggy ammo would help so much. And the amount of cash bounty JaCoB has lost here. Quite incredible. Looks like there was a bus here. The truck is level 5. They are going to be destroyed, those ores. That is a fuel air bomb. Yeah. Lift has control of that top side. Lift truck could carry this. Leaflet deployed on nothing. And JaCoB's going for another counter attack here. And if Killer gets a TT on that S&D, that is the best thing he can do right now. And he's got it. He has got the TT off. Killed a war factory as well. Oh, he is on cash bouncy finally. Wow, and Lift Truck leaves no GG. And that is 4-1. And I honestly think this could be 5-1. Because I think Air and China is by far the better army composition here. We're about to see what happens in the reverse. Alright, here we go. We see the reverse. Killer Airlines. And we are hovering over the Killer Airlines. He is in the green with the USA Air Force. And below him in the red, it is JaCoB with the vanilla China. On the right side, it is SteLLa with the pink GLA Stealth. In the north, in the blue, it is LiftTruck with the vanilla GLA. And morale looks a bit low of the right team, so this could be 5-1. They do need a win here, I feel, with the two GLAs. And I would be surprised if Killer doesn't go for Comanches. And let's have a look. Oh, it's a dozer drop. It's not going to be Comanches, isn't it? Why would you not go Comanches here? Against 2 GLA. Weird. Well, that dozer drop, though, is going to catch LiftTruck off guard. There is no cover here. And SteLLa's been caught off guard by that truck rush. The momentum definitely seems to be with the left side team. I quite like JaCoB's build here, actually. 3 supply war factory. Whilst denying the map control. She has to shut that truck down, though. If that truck gets in here, it's going to cause major damage. But looks like Lift was asking for help over here. And oh no, that is nasty. That is the old double rack spot. Oh, and she's killed her 2 RPGs there. Not an ideal start, and that truck has got in here as well. Yeah, that is not ideal. So truck has been delayed. He has TT'd the power here. Killer's very much playing this like a 1v1 though. Just trying to delay LiftTruck. Lift is harassing the JaCoB trucks. That does get shut down as well. And that tunnel gets up. That's an important tunnel. JaCoB's forgot about his gap there. He's going to get a gap in truck's third supply though. Oh, he's forgotten about it. Yeah, mate. Oh, and he's flaming those ores down straight. Forgetting about that gat is huge, because that can literally shut down this supply. Just totally forgotten about it. Completely. Yeah. I mean, let's face it, as China, you don't have that many units to pay attention to in the early game, do you? That's a big mistake, really. Makes a big difference, that. Like, you can get a lot done with it. Shut down these workers, buy time for Killer. Killer's getting a quite sizable V army, though. And he's harassing truck quite substantially here. I mean, imagine if that was shut down as well, now that he's losing workers on his main and potentially second supply as well. Oh, big pop. Loses a lot of quads. 1V goes down. And the Vet 2 quad is going to go down as well. That tunnel is cleaned. But the danger for Lift is if these 4Vs come across the map now, he might just die to this, actually. That seems to be what's happening. Those 2 quads should be picked off for free against this amount of Vs. Oh. What does it mean, GG's? Isn't it a best of 11? Yeah, it is a best of 11. Best of 11. But yeah, a little bit of a morale loss quit there from TruCk. He was getting doubled at the start. Wait. They don't seem to realise it's best of 11. Yeah. Been some misunderstanding here. It is a best of 11. But yeah, Killer and JaCoB are playing slick. I mean, JaCoB is playing a lot better than the last 2v2 challenge I remember seeing him in, where he kind of wasn't making any units, whereas he's been pretty useful every single game. He's still made mistakes, mind you, but he's done something every single game, so yeah, that's a major improvement, I would say. And Killer and JaCoB do have the better armies here, if the Vs are microed. And it's going to be JaCoB Vs. It's Killer Nuke as well. Oh my god, that is devastating armies. That is awful. Because literally the Nuke makes Battle Masters. The tank probably has to make GATs, right? But one Battle Master just owns the GATs. This is well, this ought to be unwinnable. This should be 6-1 just based on the armies here. I generally don't know what you do as the tank in China in this situation other than maybe outpost spam, GAT spam, and hope that the Air Force Rex messes up with the Vs. But yeah, I mean, I've learnt this myself in team games. Like, you can get frustrated, and sometimes getting frustrated makes your teammates play worse. And I think it's knowing your teammates as well, because sometimes, like, getting angry with them makes them play better. I know from my point of view, if someone gets, like, frustrated with me on voice chat, it makes me play better. I get my shit together as such. But for others, it can do the opposite. So yeah, it looks like a bit of a team implosion here. But let's see what they can do. We got TruCk with the blue vanilla China down in the bottom right, and to the left we have SteLLa with the pink China tank. And to close out the set in the green we have Killer with the China nuke, and JaCoB with the red USA Air Force. And he's actually, what is he doing? Going airfields. I mean, that is another approach. You can go Comanches around the back and the Battle Masters cover you. I just think Vs would have been safer here, to be honest. And they are going for a bit of aggression, so this could actually work out from the bottom team. And if they win this, the bottom team, I think In fact, I'm sure they would win the reverse, so could see a mini comeback here. Let's see how this works out. Killer's going to be needing to rally his Battle Masters to the right side of the map here, yeah. And that's where they're going. And there is an early gat. So those Chinooks need to be moved. And one has been, a second has been. Yeah, and this is where it's awful, because you're making gats to try and deal with the air, but you got Nuke Battle Masters cleaning you up. And JaCoB's made the right choice here as well, to send his Comanche round the back. And he's going to get 2 truck kills, and there's even a Battle Master in the main of Killer as well. Oh, sorry, of SteLLa as well from Killer. There is a Helix transition here, which is quite sneaky. So JaCoB, in response to that, should be, well, 1, telling his teammate, and 2, just getting 1 Raptor. And then it's a pretty clean closeout if he does it. Didn't manage to pick off that last truck. It was close. These Battle Masters are now running away. There's 5 Battle Masters in the mix and no Raptor. So Lift's done what he can here. He can't do any more than this. Gats have been made. Raptor's very late. Very, very late. And he's losing that Raptor. He's lost the Raptor. Lift, though, unloaded unnecessarily. He's picked back up with half the units. His economy is in tatters, though. And the Lix is now down. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think you'll see Lift quit out probably any second once he realises he has no cash. Yeah. And yeah, it was a bit of a match-up loss in the end. Comanche round the back was the right call there, I would say. But they nearly messed it up. That Lix nearly got something happening. But in the end, pretty one-sided. From memory, I think Lift and SteLLa won the last 2v2 quite comfortably as well. So even though we've had some good games in there, the score in the end looks very dominant. And from memory, I think that's what happened last time, but the other way around. So either way, big shout out to Lucifer Arise. We always enjoy his challenges, so thank you to him because he has brought you this today. And also thank you for the gifted memberships. Do appreciate that as well. But from me, I will be leaving that there for now. Thank you all for tuning in, and yeah, hope you stay cool, calm and collected on this very warm Sunday. Take care. GG's.